Welcome to this short English lesson which will focus on correctly ordering adjectives and also degrees of comparison of adjectives. Stay with me. When we use more than one adjective before a noun in English, we often put the adjectives in the specific order. It can sound quite strange if the adjectives are in different order. However, there are two things to remember. First, it's very rare to use more than three adjectives before a noun. And second, sometimes the order can be changed usually to emphasize something. The first letter of these words spell O-S-A-S, comb, as pointed out by the fabulous Minion Forte. And thinking about the word osascum is a great way to remember the order of adjectives. Some examples for you. I love that beautiful old big green antique car that always parked at the end of the street. Opinion, age, size, color, and proper. The second sentence. A wonderful old Italian clock. Opinion, age, and origin. A big square blue box. Size, shape, and color. A disgusting pink plastic ornament. Opinion, color, and material. Sentence number 5. Some slim new French trousers. Size, age, and origin. An amazing new American movie. Opinion, age, and origin. Degrees of comparison. Most adjectives have three different forms to show degrees of comparison: the positive, the comparative, and the superlative. The positive is used to describe one thing, group, or person. We use the comparative to compare one person or thing with another. We use the superlative to compare one person or thing with others of the same group. How to form comparatives and superlatives? First of all, with the one and two syllable adjectives, we add suffix er to form comparative and est to form superlative. For example, large, larger, the largest; thin, thinner, the thinnest; pretty, prettier, the prettiest. With other two syllable adjectives or adjectives with more than two syllables, comparative and superlatives are formed with more and most. For example, famous, more famous, and the most famous. Bad, evil, and ill, comparative form worse, and superlative the worst. Good, better, the best. Far, for farther, further, the farthest, and the furthest. Late, later, the latest. In the middle of time. Late, later, the last position. And little, less, the least. Much, many, more, the most. Okay, and a few words about common mistakes with comparisons. Avoid making a double comparison. There is an example, and more livelier is double comparison. Then some adjectives are absolute, it cannot be compared. What does it mean, absolute adjectives? Absolute adjectives are non-gradable adjectives that do not form any comparatives or superlatives. For example, unique, wonderful, splendid, supreme, etc. And the third mistake, make sure that the items, things being compared are truly comparable. Okay, and here changes in degrees of comparison. For example, the second sentence, Tom is the cleverest of all boys in the class. Tom is cleverer than any other boy in the class. And using positive, no other boy in the class is as clever as Tom. There are some types of comparisons. We use as plus adjective plus as to show that two people or things are similar. Your house is as large as mine. John is as tall as Tom, and history is not as difficult as geography. Also, we use less an adjective plus than to express the difference between two people or things. The opposite is more than. Your car is less expensive than his car. Much, a lot, a bit, slightly, and a little plus comparative are used to express the degree of difference between two people or things. Los Angeles is much bigger than Monaco. The climate in New Zealand was a bit nicer than we had expected. My mother's hair is slightly longer than mine. Comparative and comparative is used to show that something is changing, increasing or decreasing. That child is getting taller and taller. The climate is getting hotter and hotter. This city is becoming more and more crowded. Comparison and contrast are also expressed by the use of the with comparatives. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll finish. The more he read, the less he understood. The older we grow, the wiser we become. The higher you climb, the colder it gets. The less you spend, the more you save. And also, by far plus the plus superlative is used to emphasize the difference between one person or thing and two or more people or things in the same group. For example, Jim is by far the tallest boy in our team. And the last thing is your homework from workbooks, page 124, 125, exercises 10 to 14, and deadline till 19th of March. And that's all. Thanks for watching.